guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Ricky Myers, and hey, I hope everyone's doing great. We're about to kick the weekend off, so also hope everyone has a great weekend. Today's glass is San Francisco, if you can see it in there, Hard Rock Cafe, and today's beer of choice is this High Life IPA out of Tampa, Florida. Cigar City Brewing, I believe. And so the choice of San Francisco for my glass today, of course, is because I'm going to talk about Journey, and Journey is from San Francisco. Cheers. All right, now that we got that foolishness out of the way. So I kind of started my weekend off a little early last night by going to the Journey concert in Washington, D.C. And yeah, I was, I guess I should say, I was kind of not a big, I wasn't really enthused about going to the show. My wife is a big fan, and we have some friends, and they're fans. And I was just kind of going along because everybody always goes to the things that I drag them to. So I'm like, I'll go too. But one thing, I've seen Journey probably, I think this would be the 5th time that I've seen them. And one thing that I always forget, but I'm always reminded as soon as I see NEAL SCHON play, is what a great guitarist this guy is. I mean, yes, he burns it up on all the songs that you think that he burns it up on, Any Way You Want, Separate Ways, but he also tears it up on some of those power ballads in the live setting. He plays parts that aren't necessarily part of the songs that we know on the record, but man, the guy just flat out knows how to play guitar. So anyway, I wanted to go over the set list first with you because, let's see here, I made a little note to myself. Here was the set list. The show was just a little over 2 hours long. No opening act. They come out with Be Good to Yourself. That came off of Raised on the radio. Then Stone in Love, Escape. Only the Young from, that was a soundtrack only release, if you remember, Vision Quest. Then Just the Same Way. Then Lights, When You Love a Woman, Escape, Who's Crying Now, Mother, Father, Suzanne, Wheel in the Sky, Faithfully, Feeling That Way, Anytime, Dead or Alive, Ask the Lonely, I'll Be All Right Without You, Open Arms, La Doo Da, Loving, Touchin', Squeezin', Separate Ways, Any Way You Want It, and the show closer was Don't Stop Believin'. And there was no encore. It was just a little over 2 hours. Just played the set straight. Of course, they finished strong with Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin', Separate Ways, Any Way You Want It, and Don't Stop Believin'. But they also opened really good with Be Good to Yourself, Stone in Love, Only the Young, Just the Same Way, and Lights. So I was looking at this list, and I'm just like, you know what? 7 of those songs came from the Escape album. They only left off 3 songs that they didn't play off of Escape. And of course, this baby comes from 1981. Probably, without looking it up, I would just say this is probably their biggest album. Got some graphics in this one you might be interested in. I mean, this thing was all over rock radio in both 1981 and 1982. The tour, the Escape tour, began July 27th, 1981, and went up to, I believe, July 10th, 1982. The last final show was a run in Tokyo. And actually, this has all of the dates listed in it. And anyway, it was just a hell of a tour. A lot of people have seen that tour. If you have, hey, talk about it down in the comments. Give me your thoughts on it. I think there's one more page here. Yep. And that one there. But yeah, a heck of a tour. One that I wish that I would have seen. The show that I would have seen was the one right here in Tampa, Florida. But the way things worked out, I couldn't make it. And it's a big regret because, like I say, this is probably the biggest album from these guys. And also, let me show you this baby here. This is the combo DVD, CD, whatever, special collector's edition of the show at the Summit in Houston, Texas. So you have both the DVD, the movie, and you have a CD version of it. And here's your back right here, and I'll zoom in, and there's your set list from 1981. And it has this date on here somewhere. Let's see. This show. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that because I know somewhere in here we've got the date of this show. But this was a big show. It was professionally filmed, and yeah. So what also comes with that is this like 14-page booklet. I think that was a backstage pass. And this is where I saw the date for that show because guess what's in here on the last page? The actual ticket to the show. And there's your date. And check out that price. So, well, let me back up. It was November 6th, 1981. So, but check out that price. $11.50. No, $11.75. $11.75, and the kicker is 65 cents parking. Just think of the last show you went to, how much you paid for parking. It wasn't 65 cents. So anyway, this thing has a couple pages in it. I'll show you some of the graphics in this one. Starts out like that. You got this one here, stage shot. Very distinctive. That was the tour where Steve wore the tuxedo with tails, with blue jeans, and his little leopard shirt. Might be able to see some pics in there of that somewhere. And I think that was the best ones. Anyway, so that brings me to that. So I thought I would let you know about the show last night. So even though I went, just as a casual fan, like I say, always blown away by the guitar playing of NEAL SCHON. And when it came to that set list, though, it was a pretty decent set list, but there were two songs that I would have taken out of there. One is the song Suzanne. I'm sure maybe this is somebody's favorite song, but it's not. It doesn't have any meaning to me. I would have taken that song out. I would have replaced it with Still They Ride from the Escape album. And the other song I would have taken out is, even though it's a hit, is When You Love a Woman. I would take that out and replace it with Where Were You from the Departure album. So when we looked at these albums, these songs on this set list, 7 of the songs came from the Escape album. The only 3 songs they didn't play, Lay It Down, Still They Ride, Keep On Running. I would have taken any of those 3 songs over Suzanne. The second album that had the most songs played last night was the Infinity album from 1978, and that had 5 songs, followed by Raised on the Radio 1986, that had 3 songs in the set list. Evolution and Frontiers both had 2 songs each. Evolution was from 1979 and Frontiers 1983. The Departure album only had 1 song. That was released in 1980, and of course that was Any Way You Want It. And then there were 2 songs that were not on any albums, other than compilation albums later on, but they were 2 songs that were used in soundtracks. And one of them, the Vision Quest soundtrack, has Only the Young from 1985, and that is a great song. Like that one. The movie Two of a Kind in 1983 had Ask the Lonely. Now, Two of a Kind came out in 1983. I believe it was a rom-com. I haven't seen it. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Not my cup of tea, but yeah. So that was pretty much the set list from last night. It just brought back some memories hearing all those songs of 1981, the Escape album, man, how big that album was. All those power ballads, but it also had some rockin' songs on there like Stone in Love. And a lot of the deep cuts were some decent rock songs too. Anyway, it just got me thinking about that album, that time of our life that we all experienced, or at least most of us experienced, I would imagine. So yeah, if you have any special memories from seeing Journey in concert, hey, drop them down in the comments. Other than that, man, have a great weekend, and I'll see you down the road. Cheers. So I kind of kicked my weekend off a little bit early yesterday, Thursday, by going out to, Wednesday night, by going, it's not the weekend tomorrow.